Viewers, hypothetical and actual. This is a creed, but not a tenet. The situation has become, in fact, untenable. I've been on a shopping spree. I bought all of the coolest items of equipment with the highest statistical bonuses. And now I look like this. That's not super fancy. It's god-awful. Look at the mismatched braces, the colours, the unfortunate crotch. Oh my god. I promise you this gear has very high stats, but something is going to need to change. What I need to do is get something that covers this up. I need the armour of Thomas de Carnelon, so I'm going to try and solve the final Nostradamus Enigma. I've done the other 17, mostly off camera. A few of them were televised. But now I will attempt the final riddle, probably the most difficult of them. They've been getting longer and longer too. Pisces. Makes sense that would be the final one. On the hill of Saint Genevieve, I have a Roman face. Clarion angels glide to a peak on my north side. It's not immediately obvious what this means. Alright. Let's look at Paris. The hill of Saint Genevieve. Clarion angels. Hill on my north, peak on my north side. Angels. I have seen something about a hill of Saint Genevieve. There was a temple built on a hill. Is this? No, that's the other one. There was a temple built on a hill with 5 streets coming out of it. It was a big deal. I think this is that hill. Pantheon. Yes, the ruined church of the Abbey of Saint Genevieve. That's what I remembered. Okay. Yeah, this is the church that changed hands several times. Been there wants to get Mirabeau's remains back. So let's travel to the Pantheon. What did the rest of the clue say? Something about a cliff on my north side, angels guiding. That's what I should be searching for. The very first Enigma had 2 riddles to it, but the others have had 3 or sometimes 4, so this could take a bit of time. The north side. Oh my god. Look at this armor in the sunlight. This is atrocious. I've got to at least mitigate this with a different color scheme. I've got to temporarily, before I can get the armor, I've got to change my colors here. I recently unlocked Pure Shadow. That took 100 cockades. This is slightly better. It's not much better. Oh my god. It's still not a good look. In fact, it's a bad look. Well. Come on. North side, north side. Unfortunately, I'm not meant to be here, so people might try and kill me. I'm looking for angels. Oh, I hear the noise. The noise of a hint. Are there angels? How did the riddle actually go again? I may have to refer to my case file. I don't think I want to be out here. I think I want to get back up to the top of the building. Easier said than done. This shiny breastplate really does not go well with the shadow theme. Also, I'm kind of completely failing to jump here. Okay, let's try that again. Let's go up. Then up this thing. I don't know why Arno won't turn the direction I wanted to. Then up. Yeah, I can hear it again, the whistling that indicates a rune is nearby. Ah, there it is. Behind the angels. Right. Second riddle. Like a halo you seek, rings within rings. High atop the edifice, the city lies below. Oh, that sounds obvious. Oh, stop gleaming at me. Okay. How about instead I go all white? Whatever. Rings within rings. Okay, yeah, that's rings within rings right there. I probably just want to get up to the very top here. In fact, I can do it now. Could it be... Right, perfect. Rings within rings. Third riddle. Pillars support my face. Hold the nation's dreams. Square, not round, they sit out of sight. Well, these are round pillars, and there's no face there. I want square pillars out of sight supporting a face. Out of sight as in inside? What has a face? A clock. Is there anything else? A statue would have a face, I imagine. Let's look around inside for some square pillars and then look above them. Eagle vision is not very helpful in this endeavour. I should probably not have bothered with it. Makes it hard to look around. Can I actually get deeper in? Yes, I can. Square pillars. There are a lot of round pillars here. But where do square pillars support a face? It could be in the catacombs beneath the Pantheon. Oh. Unfortunately, I'm right now not even slightly stealthy, so people will notice me very easily.
What the hell?
I mean, technically I've got rather good not being seen stats, but look at me. Could this thing count as a pillar? No, not really. Yeah, I'll try going beneath the Pantheon if I can find the way under. I know there is a catacomb underneath it. Not through there, though. Did I hear something? No, I did not. Aha. No pillars in there, but what about... There we are... ish? Those are arguably square pillars, but... only arguably. And while they're out of sight of the main church, I don't know what it is they support, really. I'm not looking for the pillars itself, I'm looking for the main pillar supported. Sorry about killing all these soldiers, they just wanted to stop me from investigating this national monument, I guess. Look, somebody's hidden 1/18 of a fragmented disc in the Pantheon. It's not my fault, I did not hide the disc there, I am merely recovering it. It's property of the assassins, and therefore it's perfectly legitimate for me to be retrieving it since I've been kicked out of the assassins and exiled. But you know, I was previously a member, and therefore I think I have some stake in this. Thank you. If the pillar's down here, I actually want to be up there. Whoop. I need to learn how to get up. Don't get lost beneath the Pantheon, that would be bad. How did I get in here? It was this way. Okay, so the floor is indeed supported by square pillars, arguably. Is there a clock inside? Or on the outside, maybe? A clock on one of the faces of the building that I didn't look at? Because the square pillars don't go all the way up. What if they are, in fact, outside? Yeah, I think I've got to take a look at this place from out here, maybe a little further back. Please excuse my garish appearance. I'm just going to protect this civilian. Protected. You can tell by the spurt of blood. There's some round pillars, like quite decidedly round. It's not helpful. These are square pillars and a locked door. Can I see, is there like a clock around here? It might not be in the same building. Protect my face. Is that in fact a clock face up there? I don't think I can climb that particular wall. But I can drop down to it from above. If I can get above. Yes, ought to do it. I'm not at all confident that that was a clock, but it was something which might have been a clock. And therefore is worth investigating. It's all a bit arguable. But I've only got so many leads here. What I should really be doing is interrogating these guys, asking if anyone's seen like a series of runes leading to a disc. Not hearing anything promising here. Is it a clock face? Is it a clock face? Nope, it's just an orb. The round thing I saw. Still, the edges of the building are in principle promising. There may be square pillars on the exterior where there are not interior. But the pillars, are the pillars hidden out of sight? Or is the face haver hidden out of sight? Perhaps I should be inside. I'm going to depopulate this place if it's regiment at this rate. What a terrible price my lust for runes has come with. What have I wrought, and so on. Yeah, no, I think I've exhausted that. Square pillars, round pillars. The outside of the circle bit has square pillars. The underlying catacombs have round pillars. Have square pillars, rather. What is the central structure supported by, or is it purely a dome in the Gothic style? Yeah, there's no clock faces there, and while this thing is arguably a square pillar, it's hard to see it supporting something for very long. It is in fact hung from the dome. Let me just check out that riddle text again. Database, case files, Pisces. Pillars support my face. Hold the nation's dreams. Square, comma, not round, comma, they, comma, sit out of sight. Could it be something on the floor? The floor is held up by squarish pillars. Does something on the floor have a face? The nation's dreams? I mean, I assume that's just poetic. I assume. Maybe I should not be making an ass out of you and me. Pillars support my face. This is the facade, right? What if I get under this part of the church? Like I'll set a marker there-ish to recommend, so I can remember what side I'm on. Then if I return to the catacombs, yeah, let's do that, because I mean, I know this game is not physically realistic, but architecturally speaking, that heavy facade must indeed have a solid foundation beneath it. I hate bells. That's actually not true, I like bells myself, but Arno hates them. What is this? I don't know. It's not a rune, is it? Doesn't look runic, no. Alright, I'm beneath the facade, and these are not square pillars, really. I mean, this is not even really pillar supported at all, per se. This is like, yeah. Square pillars. Undeniably square. So the wings, the north and south wings, these are supported by square pillars. For sure. Well, the north one is, and south? Okay, that's helpful, I guess, up to a point. It's you know, it's a little bit helpful. Okay. I'm wasting a lot of time here, but I'm also doing a lot of crimes against fashion. Something's got to cancel it out. Okay. North and south wings. The only things I've seen which are unambiguously supported by square pillars out of sight. Let's poke around them. Ah, and this is promising. There are still soldiers here, meaning I haven't been through the area. I'll just resolve that. A lot of graphical glitches here, or rendering errors or something. It's not immediately helpful. Support my face. That grill thing up there could bear investigation. And here on the other side... that grill thing up there could also bear investigation. Alright, I'll investigate it then. Jeez, this is... I'm kind of on a thin thread here. I'm on a rope out over a chasm. This reasoning of mine is not the solidest. It's not super solid. It's not even super fancy. I'm on the horns of a dilemma and are hiding to nothing. It could be that I am following, in fact, the wrong track. Like, completely. For example, perhaps I should be on the outside of the wings, or perhaps I should be in a different part of the city. But when you've got a couple of riddles pointing you to, like, increasingly specific places on one building, then surely it makes sense that you'd be continuing to look around that building. Maybe not inside, though. Ah, look, I mean, this is like a round pillar. The floor is supported by square pillars. Specifically here it is. Face. I guess the outer walls, therefore, are supported by square pillars. But stuff near the top of the inside of the building is not. So how about the base of the north and south walls? Sorry, it was just reflex. I saw men in armor and I immediately started murdering. At least they won't know who did it once I completely change my clothes. Here's the south wall. There are pillars more or less beneath my feet. Where does this door go? Where does it go? So I don't think I've seen that on the inside. Apparently just because I hadn't seen it didn't mean it wasn't there. And there's its counterpart. Okay, well, a shortcut has been taken, I guess. This is not helpful, though. Like, fuck bells, though. Hope there are doors on the other side as well. What an inconvenient time for asymmetry. Perhaps I shouldn't be thinking of these bits of glow as graphical glitches. Perhaps they're like actually part of something that are glowing because I used eagle vision and are leading me to a rune? No, hang on. These aren't glitches or runes. Look at that. Look at the light glinting off my horrible armor. Oh, wow. That's actual light simulation is what that is. Perhaps not very good simulation. Cool, I guess. Not immediately helpful, however. I'm running out of ways to look at the north and south parts of a church. There's only so much that can be done in this arena. Perhaps the riddle did in fact mean me to look at some of the landmark at this point, which is inconvenient because it's kind of very physically descriptive. It doesn't tell you about a building in a useful sense. Like, it sounds like it's talking about a part of the Pantheon, not directions to somewhere else. That's what it sounds like to me. Unless there's a clock. If there's a clock right nearby, that would definitely be a big deal. Alright, let's get right up the top, get a good look around. Clock hunting. We've got to rock out with our clocks out. Where is this treasure chest anyway? Like, it's directly underneath me, but... that could even be a clue, because, like, where have I not been that's directly underneath me? That's interesting. Okay, I just need a viewpoint for the moment. Up here, across, traversal. Read an interesting article about this recently, how dedicated traversal in video games as a mechanic is kind of a brand new phenomenon. There was a time in the era of like early consoles and so on when you just did not get that kind of thing. You had direct control, and the verbs for like assaulting someone were the same as those for moving around the environment. It's anyone's guess whether this is better or worse, but it's interesting the fact that the paradigm has just kind of changed. Like, why did it? I'm sure there are reasons, but I don't know what they are. I'd be curious to find out. What if, is it because it's like a non-violent, non-low-stakes challenge? Just like, try to get to here, oh you failed, we'll try again. Or in fact, not even try. It's more like perform a sequence of actions, all of which are kind of basically acceptable. Okay, can I see a clock? No. No clocks. Still no clocks. I do not think that is a clock. I do not clock it, Sam, I am. I do not clock this Barbican. Well, this is awkward. On general principle, I will synchronize myself. Okay, secretly, while doing this, I've got a drink of water. Oh shit! What is that over there? Oh no, it's not a clock, that's Notre Dame Cathedral. But I mean, actually there is a clock on it, isn't there? And it's like, visible from where I am. Okay, let's look at that riddle one more time. I've maybe been over dogmatic about this. Case files, Pisces. Pillars support my face. Hold the nation's dreams. Square, not round. They sit out of sight. It doesn't sound like this building, does it? Let's, in fact, look at the database entry for the Pantheon. What? The heck? Is it a palace, I guess? I thought it was a church. General? Apparently it's a general, and here I was thinking that was a military rank. Building stands 60 meters above the scene, began as a church, and several times. See, that kind of supports the nation's dream stuff. Made sense to me, because it was used as a tomb for the heroes of the revolution, wasn't it? But the supports my face and all the round pillars. Like, what are they saying if not, you've got to look somewhere else? Okay. I think I've got to go check out Notre Dame. How do I get down from here without synchronizing again is the question. Well, I failed. You see, once you're in that position, right, you need to use free run and B to descend. But the B button has been taken over. You get like a grace period after synchronizing where it doesn't synchronize again. Hey, what's that? What's that? Square pillars, square pillars. I'm pointing at I know you can't see me pointing at the screen, but I'm pointing. Okay. Okay, no. Which side were they? Oh god, I can't get turned around right now. They were not here. It was this side, I think. I saw square pillars on the exterior. This is crucial. I will descend. I will just kill these guys. Sorry. A prompt told me to do it. Look, I'll make it fast, okay? I'll just do guns here. Wow, there's more of them than I expected. Anyway, square ass goddamn pillars. Why does this side of the building, unlike all the others, have just different architecture? I don't know, but I can already hear the rune. There it is. Okay, that was the third riddle, so there must be 4 in this one. My purpose changed. I watch high in the nave as secular heroes enter to replace those of heaven. Now that makes sense, see. The nave, yes, there is a nave inside there. Secular heroes replacing those of heaven. That is the sort of thing that has happened to this building. I will re-enter the Pantheon and find the nave and go high up in it. And I watch as I enter, so it's like something looking out over the entrance, basically. That one looks easier. Whoa, this guy sucks. Let's kill him. At least you don't have thought crimes like in Watch Dogs. Arno's murders are generally for reasons, not good reasons, but like it's usually he's just seen someone be mean or whatever. Alright, I'm looking for something up there. How do I climb this? Like so. You know, all of the other Nostradamus Enigmas have gone first riddle, second riddle, final riddle, or first, second, third, final. This one says fourth riddle. So are there in fact 5 of them? It's all around me. Is it referring to the paintings, which do in fact watch high in the nave? Yes, there we are. Right, a 5th. The remains of fame lie amid stale air. The most famous of all, the tomb of Voltaire. That's not a good rhyme. I bet it doesn't work at all in French. But at last, I mean, it's an easy one. I know where to go. Having just spent some time all over this place. Oh man. Just resetting my marker thing. I'm really going to do it. I'm going to get the final fragment. I'm going to... God damn it. I need to look different. Is there any combination of colors that can redeem this? Now I'm poison. Like just literal human poison. Man, the armor of Thomas de Carnierland better be good looking. They said it was. They said it was like a reward to be able to wear it for like super cool assassins. So it's probably not great that I'm going to steal it then. Where is the tomb of Voltaire in this place? Well, there's only so many tombs. I'm just going to look at them all, I guess. Aha. Can't read these plaques, but... Armor room. You now have enough fragments to open a door in the armor room. No delays. Let's do it. I do confirm this fast travel. I'm glad there's fast travel in the game. Some of the early Assassin's Creeds did not have it. Let me just take all the money out of this box. It's my money, it's okay. I guess the Assassins kind of let me keep running this place even though I'm not with them anymore. It's a bit suspicious, isn't it? My guess is the storyline is going to end up with Arno rejoining. I mean, that seems likely. You never know though, because I mean, in Sequence 13 he was trying to get out of France. This is it. Or rather, this is almost it, because if you've been watching earlier videos, you may remember there are puzzles. This was Puzzle 2. Puzzle 2 was not on camera. I had to align those things and stuff. Puzzle 3 was a jumping puzzle and a zodiac symbol matching one. I do not know what Puzzle 3 will be. But I do know where it is.
Let's see what we have here.
Good thinking, Arno. Something hissed. Whoop. Alright, I know this. The floor is lava. Oh shit. The walls are also lava. I guess I can't climb up from this. No, wait, No, it looks like if I can climb up from here, that'll be easier, but I don't think I can. No, of course not. Okay, let's try that again. So, I've got to avoid the timed hissing whatnots. That's a pain. Where do they come from? And when? Oh shit. I guess they come out of those things. But that's what I was holding on to. Okay, it's a puff of smoke and then an exhalation. I see. All I really got to do is watch for a while here if they have predictable timing. When is it safe? I'll just wait until the sprite dissipates entirely. Looks like the ones with a rounded base are the unsafe ones. Is that a safe handhold? Yes. Alright. Fuck. That was not the timing I expected. Please pardon my French. As it were. You can go much faster here if you're like semi-certain of what's happening. Fuck. I thought that was going to happen, but I thought I'd get it outrun it. And I couldn't. So it looks like once the gas is no longer actually issuing forth, you're safe to go there. So that's good. Ah. Down to the safe one. Okay, okay. Now I've got to observe some timing here. Whoa, those two were like going off together. Almost. So, rapidity. It will be of the essence. But not really, because I see there is a secondary lower handhold, so if I can just... Ah, fuck! Wrong direction, wrong direction. So if I can just do that, okay, that gives me more time. Now, where's my next destination? Will I be wall ejecting? It looks like I will be wall ejecting. Oh, this is heinous. Oh, this is painful. Okay, hiss, jump, back, hook, go. Now, right up, wait. Hiss, go, go again, around the corner. That one looks safe. I say looks safe. So the grills next are going just 1, 2, 1, 2. No, that was simultaneous. And then that was not. Wow, they're not even synchronized with each other at all. This is cruel. But I've survived it. And I'm through. You get a small reward for each puzzle. And then the door. This is it. Screw this hood, screw this breastplate, screw this kind of strap thing.
Amazing. To think it's been here for almost 500 years.
You've unlocked a new outfit in the Legacy Room. To the Legacy Room! Thankfully, the cafe theatre opens directly onto the sewers down there. The Legacy Room is quite high up, but you can reach it from a number of places, including through the training room here. I was tempted for a moment there to stop to do some tutorials. I decided against it. Which one is it? Balek, Shay. Is this the new one? Edward. Connor. Ezio. Altair. Thomas Di Canela. Not bad. Not sure what the thing across the chest is, but that is fairly assassin-y. Here's the important thing, it covers up all of my other clothing. It goes well with the sword and the pistol. It's blue, it's padded. Yeah, it's, the hood is a little more hooded than I would prefer. I can't actually see Arno's eyes here. I guess that is the purpose. He looks like legitimately disguised, if possibly disguised as a dangerous madman. Let's get to a point where I can actually see myself, shall we? And also one where I'm standing upright. Thank you, sunlight. That will do. It'll do much better than what I had on before. Thanks for watching. We'll resume the story of Arno, Elise, and Germaine, and incidentally the French Revolution, at a later date.